Hello guys, Cool Yoshi here, and welcome back to my blind playthrough of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition for the Nintendo Switch. In the last episode, we did a little bit of storyline progression, found out there were some evil Imperials that were actually turncoats, and we just found out that Malia is now in trouble, and also that she is a princess, but I'm pretty sure everyone already knew that by now. But anyways, now that we know that she's in danger, we're gonna go and rescue her. I waited until this video to do so because I was kind of behind for quite a bit. And also, my skills are kind of getting very close to the max. Pretty soon we'll probably be able to get rank 10s for all of our skills. And once that happens, we'll start doing some insane damage. Like, actually insane damage. Also, I didn't notice, he got Thunder. A post-attack maze with an aura. If used with an aura, it forces daze. Oh. But for 2 seconds only. Okay, what's your new one? Burninate, Ricky spits fire, scorching all enemies in range. Affects paralysis. So that essentially affects paralysis. Okay. Alright then. Well, for starters, we're gonna start by killing these enemies over here to get some loot. Because I like doing that. Because obviously we need a lot of loot for both regular quests and other stuff. Mostly for quests, but also a little bit for Colony 6 as well. By the way, we haven't been able to do Colony 6 much since the last episode because we weren't able to do much until the storyline gets a lot. So in this series of episodes, I'm going to try and probably up the storyline enough to where it gets slow again, and then I'll go back to side questing again. It's like kind of that mix you have to find out, like when exactly do I grind and when exactly do I just go for it. It's hard to know, really. I'm mostly trying to mix it up because the last few videos was literally just bunches of quests, so it wasn't really that fun. But now that we have a lot of storyline progression done, it'll not be as annoying, at least. Okay, I need to figure out what that exclamation point is to the side, so I'm gonna look around this area on the upper right and see what that is. Looks like that's actually another island in the distance, but how in the world do we get there? We came here for that, so we'll have to find yet another path to this. This place keeps getting weirder by the minute. We haven't even fully explored the other areas yet, but regardless, we're going to the high Entia tube, and yeah, just like I thought. We teleport to it, and it pushes us into the cutscene.
Defensive measures prevent intruders from entering. You will have to circumvent these to move within the tomb.
One thing before we enter. Alvis, you can see the future like me.
I am from a long line of seers dedicated to serving the Imperial family. My visions help to protect the Empire.
But you're Hans.
Yes. But that is for another time. My ancestry is not easily explained.
Oh.
And my ability to see the future is equally complicated.
Yeah.
Say, I have my own ritual. Is it not the same for you?
No. My visions appear suddenly, without warning. At first, they're obscure. Then, as it gets closer to the event, I start to understand.
It seems you possess a power greater than I.
Okay.
I still have not seen any danger danger befall Her Highness.
Not much use as a seer then, are you?
Nothing passes you by, does it?
Okay.
Now you see why I asked for your help. What a lucky coincidence that I happened to see you in danger.
A coincidence?
But I've seen you use the Monado.
Yeah.
The Monado has been passed down the Imperial line for generations. The sword of the Bionis. It is compelled to do its master's bidding. Magnified greatly, it has the power to control the very fabric of our world. Ether.
Ew.
Control the ether, and your will is made reality. I willed it, and it happened. That is all. Perhaps due to that power, the High Entia sealed away the Monado for centuries. Eventually, it found its way into the hands of the Homs, and then you, Shulk. A coincidence, or something more? You must discover this yourself.
Ew.
For you are the one who wields the Monado. The Bionis is stirring.
Well then, we still have yet to enter the tomb. Keep in mind, there's going to be even more quests in here, so to be fair, we will have to unlock this at some point. So, why not do it now, just so that I can have a little bit of a different video to work with.
The ancestral altar lies deep beneath the seals. What trials await me, I wonder? I must not lose focus.
Oh, and looks like we're doing an actual solo round again. Hmm.
2,512 cycles since last visitor. State your name and purpose.
Melia Antiqua. I have come to be judged on my legitimacy to the throne by the ancestral spirits.
Permission granted. Commencing analysis of genetic data.
Oh. Okay then.
It's so cold.
There are remnants of ancient spirits in here. This is no ordinary chill.
As I explained before, Dunban, the defense systems are designed to prevent uninvited...
Well, what does this do?
Don't touch!
Huh?
Ooh. Well, it's not like we could even do anything about that, could we? Oh, back to Melia. Melia's alone in the tomb. It might be best for her to fire elementals after summoning them to deal damage rather than using them to grant herself buffs. However, when trying to take multiple at once, try inflicting sleep at some to make it easier to fight others. Take care to not awaken sleeping monsters with hearts like Summon Flare. Ooh! So, regardless of what level we are at, this is straight up a solo challenge. Ooh, that just changed the entire game there. Well, in that case, we're gonna have to set up equipment a little bit better, I will say. So, I guess for starters, we'll make her HP go up a little bit higher. We'll keep her blaze attack on, but I'm gonna replace strength up with well, actually maybe just go to HP up +4 and then see what other gear I could put on. For sure, I'm gonna put HP +4, HP up 4 if possible, because she will need all of the healing that she can get right now. If I can even find it, that is. It's probably because it was on someone else and I did not take it off. Well, if I had known that, then I probably would have taken it off of the other characters, but... Okay, well, at least I can get something out of it. So we'll do HP up 3. Blaze Attack and Ether still. Rain Staff is good enough. Then we have... Same thing as before. Same thing as before. We have a couple of new gear, but she doesn't have a medium rank, so she can't equip that. She has 2 cool set, which is a blaze defense, but it's not really the best. But yeah. Since I'm not interested in her strength as much, I'm gonna try to just give her a lot of HP and hope she straight up survives from that. Because that's all I can really hope for at this point. And we'll also set up her skills in arts for sure. So let's see. Right now, ooh, she can increase her own ether or increase HP received from healing arts. Or I'm going to probably stick with Serenity. That's probably the easiest bet right there because it gives her a lot more stuff. So that little exchange gives her about 500 more money, which is not too bad. And now for the final part, we're gonna enter this area. We finally got bonuses for her, so now we have extra power for Summon Bolt and Summon Flare. I'm gonna actually level up Summon Flare in this case. Of course, I already kind of have my setup here, but I just want to see what it is now. First we have Electricity increases ether. Discharge inflicts large damage on an individual target. Wrap the enemy in roaring ether, sending them to sleep. Reduce latent power, reducing the defense of enemies in range. Water causes HP generation. Discharge drains enemy HP. Summon Fair. Shoot a summon elemental. Full grudge cause elemental burst. So you can essentially use this to shoot them off. So that's how she actually does damage. Fire increases strength. Discharge inflicts blaze damage, which is a circle around the target. Circle around the target is another circle around the target. And then copy is resummon the last summoned elemental. And we do release internal strength to seal enemy arts, which is a really important one to do. I'm gonna level up one bit and then that'll be it. Okay, so we're gonna have to do some fights whether we want to or not. Oh, see. So, this is one of those barrier fights again. Essentially what these are is if we get any of the barrier fights, we have to deal with them in a different way. So, let's just try this and hope for the best.
Even when victory seems impossible, we march on. The ether is flowing through me. Flare impulse. Let us summon wind. Manifest yourself. Expose me and your destruction is inevitable.
Well, looks like we found the strategy. We just spam left and right over and over again. We spam that and then immediately use our center skill as soon as possible, which she can use a little bit faster than the other characters, and with that we can instantly get points from that. Wow. By the way, it's not even the first battle and we already got an improvement over our previous stuff. That is good. We actually got something that is good, so we'll go ahead and equip it, because we need everything we can get right now. To be fair, I don't think any of the other stuff will help. For me, HP's A is my favorite one to do, at least at the moment. Because giving her extra HP means she has way more chances to heal. Okay, so we're pretty much forced to do a series of trials where we walk into each of the enemies, and then we defeat them by using a couple of soul stances. And from what I initially heard, I assume that we'll be facing at least one set where we'll have to face more than one enemy at a time, so I'll need to remember that and do some stuff. Oh great, that's never fun. There's no enemies around. Oh, now they are there. And now they appear.
Darkness of sleep embraces you.
Okay.
Roaring thunder.
Okay, I'm gonna move you over here and then do this.
Star-searing flames of absolution. Summon wind. Razor wind. I feel the ether building within me. Is this roaring thunder? Manifest yourself. Summon aqua. Now, healing aqua.
Ooh. Well, that worked really good. We just put one of the characters to sleep so it couldn't even deal damage to us, and then we kind of defeated it that way. But I also found out that we're kind of over-leveled for this storyline part, so it doesn't really matter. At least not until we get to the boss. That's probably when it's going to become more difficult. Oh, and it looks like we reached the area. That was pretty quick. And now the boss appears, because certainly we have to deal with a boss. This is the exact moment featured in the story. You've done well, Descendant.
Are you the progenitor of Antiqua?
Think of me as a recreation of said ancestor, possessing his thoughts and speech.
But he passed away thousands of years ago.
Do not mistake me for a living being.
Okay.
I am a replica of your ancestor.
Okay.
I am merely a projection of what he would be if you were to meet him now.
Okay.
I do not understand. But I do not suspect any falsehood in your words.
It is beyond doubt. If I could feel, I would feel joy.
Well.
I am not real, but I do not lie.
Joy? What do you mean?
The results of the gene analysis show Holmes gene integration of 80%. Estimates suggest evolution within 8 generations. Our wishes are almost fulfilled.
Wishes?
Our purpose, as decreed by the Bionis, is linked to our genetic sequence. We have spent millennia analyzing sequences to free ourselves from the curse.
What does that mean?
Set will unlock the mechanism and set us free.
I still do not understand.
It is of no consequence. I grant you this seal.
Oh,
Is this?
she got
It is you,
out of Simbone.
Entia, and likely be their last.
Revered ancestor,
Go forth and rule, my descendant.
So the spirits look favorably upon you.
Oh, there's the turncoat.
Only Imperials are permitted to enter this place. I am the subject of Her Highness the First Consort. I need no permission.
Mother's subject.
No impure child of the Second Consort has the right to refer to the First Consort as mother. A filthy Homs half-breed has no right to the throne.
Ew. Okay, that is not a forced fight yet. But we'll see what has to be done
There's a
next.
great big hole somewhere like that.
Okay, now we're moving on to our second party.
It's a defense mechanism.
What a mess, Rhine.
Friend not clever touching button.
I'm with these guys, Rhine.
How was I supposed to know that was gonna happen? What about your visions, eh? You think the two of you could come up with something?
You know it doesn't work like that.
It would have been useful, yes.
Pair of fortune-telling frauds.
You got us into this mess. And it's not the first time either.
Ricky, agree with Shulk.
Okay.
Why is it my fault all of a sudden?
This time it is your fault.
Precisely.
Well,
Be thankful that we are all alive. I suggest greater care next time. Our journey will be longer, but we can still make our way deeper into the tomb.
Okay. We can't waste another second. Ellie
Then
needs us.
alright, party change again. Ooh, and we're in a completely new area with a bunch of quests again, all of a sudden. Also, technically, if we wanted to, we could leave the place via teleport, because that is a thing that happens. Oh, what the? We've collected the fine green diodes. Let's get them to Neroth for the deciphering machine. Whoa. Actually, we already collected one from before. Ooh. Okay, well, we don't have to face that guy. Well, now that I'm back to my main, happening, it's gonna not be as hard, I guess. Now, yes, I did do sort of a little bit of a sacrifice. I was gonna actually remove Shulk's gem, but then apparently it didn't work. Oh, wow. There's quite a bit of quests I already collected that have to do with the tomb as well. Wow. Well, that's a lot more interesting than I expected. Okay, that's the first part of the quest completed. And that suddenly removed all the rain stuff, but we're still exploring this, because there's probably more. I think that text by Dunban means he can't do much against these specific enemies. Wow, so we are actually quite ahead of the storyline by quite a bit, right? Our levels are a lot higher than I initially expected. I feel like the other quest grind I did was a little too much, because before that we were much lower level and didn't have much to do. Ew. Whoops. Okay. Well, actually, there's more stuff beyond this. Wait a minute, we need to go down here for the quest anyway! What in the tarnation is this? I thought this was just some sort of crap again, and here I am, proven wrong yet again. Well, now that I found one quest, I'm gonna try and complete it before exploring any further, that's for sure. Getting some more spiral lamps as well. I think we already completed that quest, so... What about this one? Oh, we have a couple of enemies. Whoa, what in the world? I think Dunban is confused right now. Okay. Not much there, unfortunately. Game being kind of difficult to get some stuff right now. So from the looks of it, all the items that we found, or at least all the enemies we found, literally just spawn at random. Like, you go into one area and then they suddenly appear out of thin air. I think we took out all of the locations that have those enemies. We'll have to go down further if we want to do anything else, and we'll do a little bit of skip jumping to get down a little bit quicker. Just falling down. It's really cool that you can do stuff like that. Kind of like falling down certain areas in World of Warcraft to get down to the area a little bit sooner. Of course, at the cost of potentially dying instantly if you don't make the right jump. Okay. Ew. What's this? A climbing wall in the middle of nowhere? I assume we can't get anywhere further from that, so... in the climbing wall we go, I guess. This looks very conveniently placed. It's almost like they knew that they weren't going to let the bridge open for anyone other than Malia, so... here we are, climbing on the side of a wall. Because that's a thing that happens. It's almost like Final Fantasy VII all over again. At least that's what it reminds me of. And there was quite a bit of that in Final Fantasy VII Remake as well. It definitely had a lot of that. Ooh. This is gonna be a battle of some sorts, maybe?
That's a big ball of... something.
He'd look fun and sparkle.
Okay.
It's not attacking us, at least.
Hmm.
What's happening?
Hey, look at that.
Oh, here he is.
Another defense mechanism.
At a guess, we're looking at the tomb's guard.
We're not getting past without a fight.
Everyone, Melia needs us. We can't let this thing stop us.
Okay.
No problem. Time to break my record.
We're still kind of ahead of the game, by the way. Yep, it's weaker to us. Okay, well, since this is a boss battle, we're gonna start with Minato in chat first to get us more power. And then chain attack immediately after that. Nice. Did quite a bit of damage there. What is it doing? I think it's trying to do some super attack, but because it's grayed out, it missed everything.
We're not wanted. Are we ever gonna find her?
I think you'll find we had to take the long way because somebody pushed a certain button.
Somebody mean Rhine.
Shut it, hairball. It was just a button.
Relax. She will be fine.
And by the way, we can't cheat. I'm pretty sure we won't be able to warp up to the area that Melia took until we get up there ourselves.
There's no time to lose.
Okay. And yes, from the looks of it, this is a different route. Too bad the friend with us is just a guest. He could really be useful in some fights if we had him again. That Alvis guy was in one of our fights at one point when we had to deal with the weird guys, or the Telethia.
Hang in there. Don't give up.
Wow, he literally fell down the cliff area. Okay, well, forget what I said about the AI sort of being good. They're not really that good if they keep on just falling like that. Then again, it is kind of random that they do it, but you'd think they'd be better than this, especially considering this is a 2020 game. But there has been much worse AI. What I mean by that is I did do a playthrough of Disney Epic Mickey, The Power of Two. Not a walkthrough, but like an off-stream playthrough of it. And when I played with Azud, he was like the worst programmed AI by far. Like, he didn't even know how to get most of the hidden chests correctly. So I kept on having to go into 2-player mode just to get some of those, and then turning it off on the other sections. Also, he would periodically just take a bunch of damage and just die for no reason. It's really dumb. If most games, like, better stuff like Mario Party, at least in that game, the AI is much better and can actually do stuff really well, but it seems like almost every one of them has their flaws in some way or another. Also, we can skip that whole guy right there because, of course, we're so ahead that we can literally just walk right past it and will not trigger a fight. It would be a forced fight had we not be able to do that. I'm not gonna climb up that upper area. So, oh. Ooh. We could do that, eh? And, okay, now we're back in the area where we started before. Now we're about to...
Melia, half Homs.
Oh!
In the tomb. Why should you care when you're about to meet your death?
Ooh. Do I get party change? No. Okay. Well, I know exactly which party I'm gonna use for this, regardless. Gonna change party, put Melia in, replacing Dunban, because we already have 2 offensive characters. Just to get her Veldy back. I was actually thinking of having her lead the party setup, but then, yeah, Mr. Telethia had to show up, so I think I'm gonna have to use Shulk again, just to use that Monado skill of his again. But you know what? I don't care. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna actually put her in. So for this fight, Melia's gonna be our party leader because, as we learned, she's not really the best at just doing buffs. So we're gonna do that aggressive strategy like mentioned earlier. Okay. So obviously, as a buffer, I'm going to be doing things a little bit differently. Essentially, Shulk and Ryan are going to do most of the damage, and then I'm going to stand back and do other stuff. Ew. Looks like they're going for the Telethia first. Okay. Ooh, that was a big attack there. Oh my. Whoa. Shulk, get a hiccup already. Ooh, am I... Okay. Ew. One? What the frick? That HP thing adhered, but they're nowhere near the HP gate. I think what it's really telling me is I'm gonna have to revive Ryan soon, but like, why would it do a vision? Like, straight up, why would it do a vision when he's not even taking any damage from that? Okay, well now that's bad. Well, we killed that. Oh, that scream, though. Okay, so... looks like only I can damage it really well, so... Okay. Good. I made him use Last Stand right before he was gonna die, so it doesn't really matter anymore. Also... I could just chain attack this. Let's go. Oh, she's immune to the Aura Seal. Okay, we got her.
It's not over. Telethia, kill as many of them as you can.
Keep clear. The Telethia is destroying itself.
What in the world did Elvis just do?
Almost bought it.
Alvis, thank you.
Nice.
My pleasure, Shulk.
Why did you come?
The Monado gave me a warning that you were in danger. I'm just glad we made it.
Hey, Shulk. Whoever that was is gone.
So, they escaped.
Shulk, everyone, I thank you. You saved me.
Okay.
Ricky, Smiley, Smiley! Millie, all safe! All thanks to Hero Born!
No.
That's not how I remember it, Cheeseball.
Ricky's so cute. Like, I feel like out of all the hero characters, Ricky's definitely like the cutest character, other than Melia, just because she's a princess.
Includes my report on events in the tomb.
So, there are forces working in the shadows.
Ew.
However, this is purely circumstantial. Nothing can be proven.
Inquisitors of the Bionite Order, dedicated and devoted to the Bionis.
The Order was dissolved under the rule of the Emperor Lumion, 47th successor to the throne, due to its extreme practices.
Like puppet masters pulling the strings from the shadows. I believe their bloodline was lost to the ages.
Her Highness the First Consort is currently residing in the Tower of Investigation. The Ministry of Investigation's judgment should be imminent.
Well, that may not be enough. I myself must shine a light on the truth.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Mother,
Melia,
Your Majesty.
you have returned unharmed from the tomb. The Forefathers have spoken.
But if it hadn't been for Shulk,
Callian has informed me of what happened. There is no reason to doubt your legitimacy to the throne.
Believe in yourself, Crown Princess.
brother,
Tomorrow will be the investiture ceremony. At the appointed time, you will become my successor. Be proud.
I will.
Melia, my child, I am overjoyed at how far you have come. You are truly worthy of the throne. Continue the legacy of your High Entia and Hom's bloodline. You are the hope of Bionis.
Okay. Nice, so we just helped out Melia. And now because of it, Melia's safe once
Ricky
again.
and friends helped save Millie. Ricky very happy.
We're all relieved. But something's still bothering me.
What is it?
Why was Melia chosen as the crown princess? Shouldn't Callian have been the one to ascend? And her foe in the tomb clearly opposed that decision.
You have a point.
Callian is more than a worthy candidate. What reason could they have for choosing Melia? And why would Callian go along with this?
It's a mystery.
Our apologies. His Majesty the Emperor summons you.
Finally! It's gonna let us into Prison Island. Yeah.
His Majesty awaits you in the audience chamber.
Oh yeah, that's right. We still haven't gone to Prison Island yet. Now we can deal with that. We'll probably go to that for sure to try and unlock stuff. Ooh, and because of the way the party changed, our leader got put back into Rhine. Doesn't really matter who we have though, so we'll just put Shulk in front again. Still like having Shulk as before. Okay. Well, since this is not really a bad area right now at the moment, we're gonna go through some of the storyline again, and then we'll continue it even farther beyond. However, after we actually attempt to reach Frozen Island, we'll probably stop there to do some side quests. At least once the storyline catches up to us. Please forgive me for keeping you. Only Shulk may proceed beyond this point. Ew. Shulk only.
Shulk, forgive us for detaining you earlier. You and I are not of the same people. But this I must say. Thank you for helping Melia Antigua, my daughter. It was no small feat.
Not at all. I too must apologize for meddling in your customs. We should not have interfered.
She is a lucky girl to have met such unselfish people. In the times to come, a ruler will need support from individuals like you. I hear you seek the Mechon.
Yes. The Mechon devastated our homes, and we lost many loved ones.
Revenge is your goal?
It is.
You are honest.
I do not want to hide our true intentions. Our very existence is at stake.
Unwavering, too. Shulk, you are the master of the Monado. But there is something that must be said.
What is it?
Long before our forefathers built this empire, two titans, the Bionis and the Mechonis, fought a vicious battle. Is this known among Homs?
Yes. It is told to us as children. The two fought and died, killing many creatures in the process. Their remains became our worlds, bringing forth new life on Bionis. That's how we were made.
The Bionis shall awaken once again.
Alvis told me the same thing.
This is not just the vision of a seer. All of Macna knows. The Telethia are as old as the Bionis itself. And now, they disturb the ether. That disturbance can only lead to one thing.
But why is this happening now?
This is an inscription left by our forefathers. It is written, "Descendants of Antigua, when the ether cries, the Bionis awakes. Mistake not the signs, and heed the sword's return. Trap its power, and assure eternal prosperity." All life born on Bionis affects the ether. The Mechon's assault is just the beginning. And these events were set in motion when you used the sword against them.
We used it because
Because you needed to. Without it, you could not survive. I cannot dispute this fact. I believe the inscription speaks of these very events with the Mechon. But if their assault continues, if more lives are lost, soon the Bionis will awake. And not only the High Entia, but all life will perish. Do you see, Shulk?
You're talking about total extinction.
Correct. Which is why the Mechon's invasion must be stopped.
Then you'll help us. Your Majesty, we need Imperial sanction to enter Prison Island. Will you permit us entry?
What will you do there?
I saw it in a vision. We will fight a faced Mechon. They must pay for what they did.
Then you will have seen him too. On Prison Island, our forefathers sealed something away, just as they did to the Monado. All records have been lost, and there is now no way to know what it was.
Is it connected to the awakening of the Bionis?
I do not know, but our forefathers must have had good reason. We must trust their decision.
Okay.
Shulk, allow me some time to deliberate. Above all else, I will consider the safety of Bionis. You are our Bionis brethren. We will not ignore your plight.
I understand.
Okay.
This is not our homeland. If you decide not to let us go, I will accept your decision.
I am sorry.
It's okay.
One more thing.
Yes?
I ask this not as Emperor Saurian Antiqua, but as a father. I do not demand that you act as Melia's protector, but I would be honored if you would be her friend. This is my humble request.
It would be my honor.
The Telethia are on the move.
Yes.
That fleshy fool will go for the Monado. What of the faces?
Repairs to metal are complete.
Oh.
And Nemesis?
Nemesis is...
The Homs with the Monado. He has reached Erithsea.
Yes.
Then there is only one place for them to go. Yet he will not dare unleash such power. No matter. Bugs must still be exterminated. It is time to test our new toy. Commence the assault on Bionis.
Ew. Screw this. I'm getting tired of this save popping up several times. I'm just gonna risk it and not save there, even though it does give me a chance to save, because it never really is useful. Ew. Now the seer is seeing a kind of future.
Can this be true?
It will happen soon.
I saw Melia. She was fighting a battle against a mechon with a strange group of arms.
Yes.
That sword, could it be the... Could it possibly? And that location, was it...
The vision is a sign. By your will, it can be changed.
For now, we must consider all things. Everything. The capital. And the lives of our people depend on it.
Okay, then.
Wow! Take a look at that! A high Entia air show!
Bird people fly higher than knob-on birds.
Alright, then.
They've got some neat tricks. Shulk, I think that's Melia up there.
By the authority of our divine ancestors, I, Melia Antiqua, am honored to accept the responsibility of becoming your next benevolent ruler. Should I be deemed unworthy of this calling, or fail to protect the ancestors or the Bionis, I promise here and now to throw myself on the mercy of you, the people.
Yes.
Most majestic. That fragile girl in the forest is a distant memory.
But which one is the real Melia?
I ask this not as Emperor Saurian Antiqua, but as a father. I do not demand that you act as Melia's protector, but I would be honored if you would be her friend.
No, it's not like that. They're one and the same girl. I think.
Yeah, okay. I'm guessing the main reason why the save is needed is just in case you wanted to start something different in the storyline.
And what did you see, Alvis?
Oh, it's you.
Don't play games.
No need to be angry. I only wanted to analyze the boy. Which was the point, no? I did not interfere with your ministerial affairs. In fact, you should be thanking me.
I wonder if he feels the same.
We have all the information we need. We know that such a Telethia cannot hurt them. You see, nothing can befall him before he sees his dream fulfilled.
Ew. There's definitely a long amount of cutscenes. Most of this so far has been...
Nothing like an ether change and a new paint job. We don't need her. Look at me. Look at me, goody two-shoes. Let's just see if you hold back the screams when his blade gets a taste of you. I love a warm welcome. Let's settle this machine to machine.
Ew. So now the Entia's flying things are getting attacked by the Mechon.
So they've got a new crown princess. 3 cheers for Melia.
Right, but we're still no closer to that murdering-faced Mechon.
Once we reach Prison Island, we'll get our chance. I've seen us there. It must be true.
Shulk, man. Maybe we can still persuade Bigwings. Melia's crown princess now. I reckon the Emperor might change his mind.
Maybe.
Rhine, the Emperor's request was clear. Give him time. There's more to this island than we know. Things are at play here that reach beyond our understanding.
Okay.
Done right. Ricky and friends visit Melly now.
Hey, the adults are talking, Pops.
Ricky want to see Melly. Ricky think Melly's sad too.
She might like the distraction. All those stiff ceremonial duties. You decide, Shulk.
Ricky say yes.
Okay. So we got teleported all the way back here after this long set of cutscenes. Well, obviously I don't want this to go too long after that amount of cutscenes that appeared. So I think I'm gonna change this up a little bit. So, guys, that'll be it for this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed, comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video where we continue the storyline even further, at least enough to activate the way to Prison Island, and then we'll be doing some side quests in this area to clean up so that we can get all of those completed, just like we always do. And we'll also probably try and get Colony 6 up a little bit as well, since it's been a while. So anyway, leave a like if you guys enjoyed this video, comment, rate, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!